And then we've got Martin Road. I've never seen him in any of these semi-finals before, so be interesting to see what performance he puts in. You can see there, warming up his tyres into the final lap. The guy that's on the bubble right now is Roeder. Martin Roeder, he's in 7th position. Remember, the top 6 will qualify. Top 6 will qualify for the finals. So it's not all about winning in the semi-finals. It's about preservation and getting yourself into that final. And there is qualifying over, guys. So in first position, we've got ACR Jardier. In second, we've got GTA Tidgney. In third, we've got Arkin. F4H Murphy is in fourth. In fifth is F4H James. In sixth is Fab Iceman. So currently, those are the favourites to go through to the final. Martin Roeder in seventh. Eighth is Mark Buense. In ninth is Alex. Sorry about the hiccups. VP Big J MS is in 10th. Bastards in 11th. And then we've got 12th for Tice. So here we go then, guys. It is back. The final go for the grid. You can see the guys who are starting on the hill are going to have a little bit of a disadvantage here. So the front three, at least, well, pole position is absolutely key here. That's for sure. So Jardier is going to be looking to push and get away from these guys. We're going to go up with Arkin. Arkin's in the blue car, in behind the pole sitter. They're in third position. And here we go. Lights go out, and it's go. And it looks like Jardier's got a bit bogged down there. On top of the hill, and now he's under pressure from GTA Tidgney already. Tidgney going to try and go up the inside here into turn number 1, and he actually backs out of the move there. Doesn't want to make it too crazy, and actually, yeah, Jardier's gone through pretty well. Looks like Arkin's gone through there. A little bit of argy-bargy. Alex is now up into 7th. Fab Iceman on the outside of him there. Side-by-side action going up towards the chicane here, and Iceman's just cut the track there, and that will be a penalty. That will be a penalty there. So Fab Iceman in 7th currently will have a slowdown, and I would imagine his name's going to go red very, very shortly. But Arkin in 3rd position right now, with Tidgney in 2nd and Jardier in 1st, as they come down into the final corner for the end of lap number 1. And we'll have a proper little run down here, so you can see there, Jardier. Oh, Arkin trying to get the inside of Tidgney. Tidgney runs a bit wide there. Arkin's not going to have the momentum coming out of that corner. And yeah, it looks like Tidgney is going to live to fight another day. But at the end of lap number 1, we've got Jardier in 1st position, GTA Tidgney in 2nd, Arkin in 3rd. Let's watch these guys come around turn number 1. Arkin on the brakes there. Murphy is in 4th position with James then in 5th. You can see they're both in the same liveried cars then. Then we've got Roeder, who's in that green, reminds me of Castrol GTX there, in the 6th position. So he qualified in 7th and he's up to 6th. So he's the only one who's made any serious moves. Fab Iceman then in 7th, and then we've got Alex, who is in 8th. So Iceman's there in the blue car, as you can come past now, and then Alex is the yellow Pirelli vehicle there. We've got Tice up from 12th into 9th position, so he's had a really good start here. And then we've got Buense in 10th, Bastard in 11th, Big MJ is down in 12th position. But Jardier at the end of lap number 1 has got a nice 10th second lead, which around here is absolutely huge. But GTA Tidgney is just lagging ever so slightly here. But again, these guys don't have to worry about it if they're in the top 3. It's the top 6 that qualify for the final. And Arkin probably would put a lot more pressure on Tidgney if this was the final. But at the moment, he just needs to sit there, sit pretty, and get himself into the final. Remember, 12 laps. They've got to keep it nice and steady, not make any mistakes. The penalty. Oh, and there's a mistake. Arkin's made a huge error here. Arkin down. He's going to go down to 4th, 5th, 6th. He's in 7th position. And that is a very tough situation to be in, because overtaking around this track is nigh on impossible. Although he is already in behind Fab Iceman. But, oh, Iceman's trying to go up the other side of Martin Roeder. And Martin Roeder has been overtaken there. And Fab Iceman makes it up into 5th. Roeder's got a penalty as well, because it looks like he's on a slowdown. And Fab Iceman now putting pressure on the F4H guys in front there. Good stuff by Fab Iceman. Just getting himself up into a position. 6th is a tough spot to be. There's a lot of people are going to fight for that. But in 5th, you've got a little bit of security with that car behind you. And now we've got Arkin here trying to put pressure on Martin Roeder. So this is the position we're looking at for qualification. The top 5 are looking pretty good right now. But Alex is also in this. But Alex loses it. Alex has spun the car there out of turn number 3. Out of that chicane. And that is very, very unfortunate. Oh, we've got two F4H guys both on a penalty. Murphy and James are both on a penalty here. And Buense, where's Buense in this situation? Buense is nowhere near to take advantage there, but Murphy and James are going to hold on to 5th and 6th position. So Arkin all of a sudden has gone from 8th back up into 4th spot. Fab Iceman is in at that top 3 now, but both F4H drivers having a penalty there. And that is, oh, well, that's not good for the team. James now putting pressure on his teammate. going into turn number 1. And now they've got Rode, who's got a penalty. Let's check out the penalties here. So we've got Buense, who's got a penalty of 3 seconds, and Martin Rode of 2 seconds. So James and Murphy have got not too much pressure on them right now. Who's in first? Charlie's in first. So F4H, Murphy and James, they know even if Martin Rode overtakes them, they've got a 2-second buffer here. And there's another mistake there. Who is that? Is that Murphy? Murphy is now down into 7th position. So another mistake for the F4H driver. And now he is outside that 2-second buffer. So he is now in the trouble here and potentially will not qualify for the final. And not only will that have an effect on his race pace, but his mind's going to be all frazzled now because he's going to be pushing and pushing and pushing. But at the front here, Jardier has now got a 1.9 second advantage there to GTA Ticheney. These two looking absolutely awesome for them two to go through. Then we've got Fab Iceman. Fab Iceman is looking really good. Qualified in 6th, up into 3rd spot. Under a little pressure here from Arkin, his teammate, and their buddies as well. And then we've got F4H James in that 5th position with Rode in 6th. So Rode, with that 2-second penalty, remember, is in 6th. And then we've got Buense, who is in 7th. Murphy's down into 9th, so Murphy's got another penalty. Murphy is struggling with the track limits here, and he is now down into 9th. Team F4H looking so strong at getting 2 drivers into the final, and it is coming undone at the seams right now, with Murphy now down into 9th position, with Alex moving up to Team ACR into 8th. And he has not got a penalty as well, so he's got 2 drivers in front of him that have penalties. So dependent on whether he can be super quick and catch up to the back of Rode here, it looks like the gap's really big. It's about 5-6 seconds at this point. So it's looking really good for Rode, even with that penalty to qualify. And he's putting some serious pressure on James. But let's look at Arkin and Fab Iceman. These two will not push each other too much because they are friends and teammates. So they know they're in a qualifying position right now, and they don't need to do anything crazy. But Rode is not giving James a moment's rest here. We are now on lap number 7. We are just over the halfway point of this race. Ooh, a little bit of both of them losing the back end there. And James' momentum out of the corner was not good. But Rode, the nature of this track, you can not get on the power really quick around that corner, otherwise you will lose the rear end, and you will obviously either get a penalty or you'll just completely lose the car. Going up into turn 1 again on lap number 8. Rode keeping James very honest here. And these two guys, Rode has to push because he knows he's got a penalty, and if the guy behind him catches him, then there's an opportunity that he will lose that position without being overtaken because of the penalty system. But James doesn't have to do anything here. There's a penalty. Who is that? That is Arkin. Arkin with yet another penalty here at Knock Hill. And yeah, pressure will be put on here. Did he get a penalty? No, he just had a slowdown. He slowed down sufficiently. But James now in 5th position, catching up to the back of Arkin. Arkin in the blue car coming around the corner right now, with then James running wide. Looks like Rode is maybe going to get the momentum out of the corner. Doesn't quite do it. And we've got Buense and Alex now catching up to the back of these guys. So Alex needs to catch up 2 seconds. He needs to catch a 2-second advantage here. And Arkin running a bit wide. Is that Buense? That's Buense running a bit wide. So at the moment, currently, Rode has got a 2-second penalty. And I think it is still 2 seconds here. So he's looking good to qualify, but he cannot afford any more mistakes. Jardier now 4.3 seconds in the lead to GTA Ticheney. Fab Iceman is in 3rd. Arkin is in 4th, with James in 5th. None of those guys have a penalty, so they will definitely qualify for the final. But then it is all on Rode, who has a 2-second penalty, and it's whether Alex, who is in 8th position right now, can catch up to Rode, because Buense in 7th has a 3-second penalty. So if Rode gets caught here, and the gap is now only 3 seconds, so Alex needs to find 1 more second here, although he has a little run wide there. Alex needs to find 1 more second to catch up to Rode here, and he will take that position because of the penalty system. It is all going off. We've got 3 laps remaining here at Knock Hill, and currently we have got... Oh, Arkin's now under a bit of pressure from James again. So Arkin, looks like the penalty system here does mess with your mind as well. It does mess with your mind. See you later, Stephen Oliver. Cheers for tuning in, buddy. Yeah, the top 5 looking really good here, but it's all on Martin Rode now. If Martin Rode can hang on and keep that gap outside of 2 seconds, he is in a good position. But Alex currently is within 2.6 seconds, is it? It's about 2.6, maybe 2.8 seconds right now. So this could go down to a penalty system here. Rhoda's being slowed down there by James. James struggling to get out the corner. And at this point in the race, Alex is now 2.7. It's about 2.7 seconds the gap between Alex and Rode. Got splits. That's not for me. That's for the for if someone else was here. And all of a sudden, Alex is now up into 7th position. And the gap is only 2.3 seconds. He needs to find 0.3 of a second in the final 2 laps here. And Rode is being held up by the guy in front of him. So let's check out Alex in cockpit cam, see if he's closing in that gap. Coming up to the final corner here, you can see James is in a comfortable 5th spot, but he's struggling to get the traction around that final corner. Although that wasn't the final corner, that was just me being silly. Alex is now... It is 2 seconds. The gap is exactly 2 seconds right now. And Alex is going to have 1 lap here to get within that 2-second window. And he will qualify. Although James lost that position and now Rode has just lost a load of momentum there. And now it's under the 2-second gaps. Alex at the moment is in pole position here to take that final qualifying position. Martin Rode with a 2-second penalty is looking in serious, serious trouble. And he's just been held up here by James. Rode has been very, very patient as well. He could have tried to make a move, but he hasn't. It's a hard track to overtake. And it looks like at the moment, Jardier is going to go through in first pretty easily. GTA Tidgney is going to go through second. Let's check out what Jardier is. Jardier coming up to the final corner right now. And as you can see, Jardier is going to cross the line and win this race. Jardier will take the checkered flag. Tidgney will come in 2nd position. Fab Iceman is going to round out the top 3 there. Arkin is going to come 4th. And then it's James and Rhoda. Rhoda would qualify if he didn't have that 2-second penalty, and Alex is right in the back of this little race here, and he's actually just over 1 second here, so he will, as you'll see, I've got him selected here, he will jump ahead of Rode, and he will qualify for the final as the penalty system does. And there you have it, Jardier in 1st, GTA Tidgney in 2nd, Fab Iceman is in 3rd, Arkin in 4th, James in 5th, Alex is in 6th by the skin of his teeth, Rode in 7th, Murphy is going to finish in 8th position, Big JMS is going to finish in 9th. Luense is going to finish in 10th. Tice is going to finish in 11th. And yeah, that was some pretty crazy action there.